Now, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and Rocket League fans around the world. It is once again time for another Rocket League match. We're going in now at 8 o'clock here with UMW Blue versus Lawrence Tech out here today for our game. Now, Sean, as always, I usually say the sponsors, but let's see another segue right into it.
Let's take it away, folks. We're going to start on the left today. We're going to Sporting Next Level, elevating our gamers to the next level. I know that they got like coaching for all different types of games, ranging from like lacrosse, football, to even esports too. So if you want to get in there, get really into your game, get better, Sporting Next Level is for you. Then we have Colonial Internal Medicine Associate, if you're in the a little sick, you go into them, they'll check you out, make sure you feel A-OK to go to the high school game at the Fred Nat Stadium, a local minor league baseball team in our area, and it's really great that they can have a sponsor our program. Thank you so much to our sponsors.
Yeah, and just like that, swinging a home run, we're getting right into this game as we go in and see our Rocket League Blue team playing out of their minds here. And now we're getting another little bit of transition on our side, right back to sponsors and right back to the game.
Sponsors.
We love those sponsors.
So
now we go right back to middle side here on the screen. We're going to see Scurvy, Gojo, and I believe the last member of the turn is Spam out here to play the game. Spam the elephant, if we remember, because he absolutely does not let that ball trample over him. And that's going to go right over down mid now, as we see them kind of trying to follow up. We see Scurvy going over top, but that's going to go right over the middle side there. We got to keep the pressure on this ball here to get it out their side, but Lawrence is able to play it right over us, right over Scurvy, but they're not able to find it in that net there.
Keep it
that
away
goes
from
right
that.
back to back right side. That's going to go right over to Lawrence Tech, but Spam's going to challenge that. We see a little bit of a double commit here from our team, but it's okay because right there is going to be, I don't remember which player that is right now, but Scurvy, as we see the camera switch to him, but they're not able to find that goal. It's going to go right back to the right side of the field, right back to mid, and it goes right over top again because Drew or Gojo, if you remember, Gojo used to be Glubstanko, but the little bit of a name change kind of come out here with the Gojo pick because he's just that into Jujutsu Kaisen.
Jujutsu Kaisen, yeah, he watched the anime, really got into it, and he thought he's, Gojo. And
yeah,
you know what?
He's him.
He can convince me.
With that, but just barely able to not get that ball in. It's going to be Gojo passing it mid right to Scurvy. Scurvy following the ball. A little bit unlucky there, but we see right there.
Spam had a nice shot on net, but looks like, Lawrence Tech was able to block it off.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. That was a beautiful shot made by Scurvy.
Yeah, just absolutely. But Spam is right there!
No, Spam, I've always heard about Spam, right? And whenever they hear calls in the game and they're like, hey, is someone on the ball? And Spam's like, I can be right there. And just like that, he is right there. Donuts flying everywhere.
Yeah.
Everyone's celebrating.
Spam the elephant stampeding right into the net. And we're going to go right over again now. We're going to see, I believe, there's Spam now on the ball, trying to find where this is going to go, but we see the double commit from the defense out here from our side of the field, but that's quite all right as we keep it moving. That's going to be Gojo now on this ball, but it gets right past to Spam. Spam passing back to somebody, and we see Scurvy getting over. That's going to go right over side back to mid. Once again, it's looking a little bit scary now for our players, but they hit it right to us, but it goes right over top as we see Gojo trying to go for it, but Lawrence is able to hit that right back over us again. Goes back left side. Scurvy's now trying to follow his ball. Zero boost, and we know what they say. If you're zero boost, you are the absolute bandit out here trying to steal those plays away, but it goes right back mid. It's right back over. That's going to be, I believe, that is Spam hitting it out of our side of the field. We say we want that out of there, and that's going to be trying to follow up with it.
It looks like we have Scurvy shot on net, but looks like Lawrence is able to defend that, sending it back on over to our side, the top bar defender, keeping away from our goal, sending back towards mid. Looks like we have Spam trying to set up for the ball play, and Scurvy staying back in the net, just making sure that no stray ball ever goes in there.
Scurvy gets that hit!
And Scurvy goes, unfortunately, there's no members of UMW able to capitalize on that ball shot, but that's all right because we have Gojo, Gojo Sensei, taking it back out of the corner for Spam. Unfortunately, not get it in. Just not the right angle to, get that trajectory into the net.
Yeah, it goes right back over us once again. It's going to be Gojo trying to hit it down, get it out there, get in our corner, but the unfortunate bounce, but it goes right down to Spam. down to the wire again. That's going to be Skirby trying to get this follow-up. Tries to play it around him. Not enough boost to actually get around the ball to get it right over their players. But that's a good thing because Gojo out here in the back. Now, I just realized we have Glubstanko, Drew, Gojo out here on the Dominus. A kind of unconventional car you don't normally see. If you back at home don't necessarily know Rocket League as well as our sort of players out here, the Dominus has a different hitbox compared to the other cars on the screen. So the Fennec,
every car has a different hitbox, if I'm not mistaken.
So almost every car. So the Fennec and the Octane do have the exact same hitbox, which is why they are generally regarded as the best competitive cars. The Fennec is our lovely one here that Skirby is using, as well as Spam, and then the Octane is that one that Lawrence you saw on the other side with the kind of I can't remember the
spoiler?
The spoiler out there in the back, yeah. So that would be the Octane. So the Octane and the Fennec both have the same hitbox. However, the Dominus does not. So seeing out here Gojo playing with an unconventional car, honestly, I love to see it. I love playing out of meta.
Amazing defend by a Spam, just make sure that the ball is not going in that goal. 40 seconds remaining on the clock, and we are up 1 point. Now, if they're able to get it in, it's just going to be 0-0 again. However, if we're able to hold out for another 30 seconds, it looks like UMW is going to take this first round.
Yeah, we're not going to commentators curse that. I'm knocking on wood as we speak, but we got to keep it moving now. But we keep it on the back foot, right? Keep it on their side.
Look, we have unfortunate demo on Skirby, but that's all right. We have another unfortunate demo onto Gojo, but that's all right because Skirby is still up and keeping it away from our goal. Looks like we have both respawns, both of the team members back, and making sure that we do not want to get this ball in that goal.
But there it is with 3 seconds left on the clock. That's going to be 1-1. Spam trying to get the catch there, finds it, but that's going to be an unlucky communication as it looks like Spam and Gojo both wanted to go for the same ball.
Now, that might have been a little bit of commentator's curse, and I apologize for that. However, UMW, they got this in the
but there it is!
Right
Gojo
there.
played it around him, but he doesn't get the amount of speed that he needs to absolutely bang into the net. They're going to be able to play that defensively. It's going to go into an overtime, game 1.
Now, it's just whoever gets the first point wins. That's how overtime works.
Yeah, so we're going to go right up that wall now real quick. Hits it right over top of them. Almost goes right to Gojo, but he was not able to see Infinity with that one to take that out. We see another demo out here for on to Lawrence's team, but it goes right over top of our players as it goes right back to mid. Once again, it's looking a little bit scary, and that is why. There it is. It goes right into our net there.
Very unfortunate shot, but a very well played first round by both teams.
Looks a little bit, yeah. Once again,
a
little bit of communication errors. We gotta understand who is going for that ball. If Drew was up for it, then he maybe would have been able to find it a little bit faster, but Gojo. Yeah, my fault. So Gojo might have been able to get there that little bit faster, but just like Gojo's infinite domain, it looks like there was an infinite amount of space between him and that ball, and it went right into our net. We just weren't necessarily able to find it there. Now, going into game 2, I think game 1 we were playing that honestly pretty well. We're playing against the Season 9 Grand Champion and the Season 13 Grand Champion. But I think it's just those really small communication errors, like kind of our last game, kind of that pile on. Rocket League, as much as you don't think about it being a communication team-heavy game, even though you have 3 members on the team, you think, oh, maybe he could just air dribble it from one side of the field to the other and just get that score in. It is so team play heavy at the highest level, so you just have to know those rotations down.
Now, I'm looking in the bottom right, and I see a little Alderaan go boom, getting a get dirty.
And a go wash out here for UMW. Now we're going to go right back into this game. We see kind of the challenge out there. It's on the right side. Spam's going to have to play this over. It goes right back to our teammate. That's going to be a good catch from Skirby, but instead he gets the bang. But Lawrence Tech was able to read that. Absolutely nutty read out there from them, being able to catch that ball. It's going to go right back to Gojo there. That's going to be Skirby on the ball once again.
Beautiful
shot down mid. But it's just not fast enough to be able to play it around. And that's going to be another demo out there on to Gojo. And it's going to go right back down mid. Now we see Skirby trying to get that follow-up. He has this full boost now. Oh, but a little bit of an unlucky missed redirect out there from Gojo. That is the pitfall of the Dominus, if you will. So we can watch it here real quick. Yeah, just absolutely is able to bounce it right off of the Dominus.
That's all right. We have more than 4 minutes left remaining in this game. Anyone's game at this moment.
Yeah, absolutely. 4 minutes left on the clock. It's 1-0. They were able to bring it back, Lawrence Tech, in the last, 20 seconds of the game even. So honestly, if they are able to, we can too, and we're gonna keep this pressure on here, trying to keep it on their side of the field. As we see, I believe that was Spam going for it. Yep, out here he switched to the Octane is another thing I want to point out. So the Fennec and the Octane, while they do have the same hitbox, since they look slightly different, there is kind of a placebo effect of the Octane feeling faster, while the Fennec feeling a lot more powerful, just because of the way the cards are oriented, being one more rectangular, the other one having the spoiler or sleeky design. Does not actually change anything, but there is the placebo effect. And now we're gonna see the dominant. Oh my goodness! Almost the Dominus angle out there to get that shot in, but we just weren't able to fully get it around that backboard.
That's all right. We're able to apply constant pressure onto their net, just like the Bearcats in the last game. You know, just keeping us relentlessly putting on that pressure in hope of eventually scoring a goal.
Yeah, absolutely. Goes right back down the right side here. This is a good position for UMW as we see Scurvy trying to follow through with it. He's going to have to hit it up somewhere, but it's looking like he does have little boost, but still gets the perfect shot to Spam. It's Spam, the amazing top left corner, baby.
That was an absurd shot made by Spam. Let's go take a look at this and see really what happened down here. Looks like, you know, LTU just barely missed the ball and it was go right in that top left corner, as you said.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful shot there. We're gonna see Gojo going for this kickoff. One thing I love about Dominus is just because of how it's oriented, their kickoffs are either the craziest things you've ever seen, or they're kind of just honestly textbook. So like there's no weird 50s that you sometimes get from Fennec and Octane. Just Dominus is either going to absolutely bang it out there, or it's just gonna go nowhere. Now we see it going here real quick. You see Scurvy trying to get that redirect and get a catch. That's going to go right back over to Spam, but instead we're going to offer Gojo going for the ball. Kind of a little bit of communication play, but it's fine because we realized that they're going to go for that shot there. We're able to play that defense. Go right back to Spam. Spam hitting it to the back right corner. He's going to have to follow this up. Tries to get any sort of mileage off of it, but can't get it. But he does get their boost and is able to take that away from them. That's going to go right back down to Gojo. He's going to have to play this fast, so they can't play it around him. Absolutely great there. And that's going to be Spam just kind of faking it off the side, so they weren't able to get that aggression on. Scurvy's going to have to go for a pass here, but they're not fully able to find the ball. Instead, Spam's going to try to get that shot, but not fully able to get it. We saw two defenders out there from Lawrence Tech able to hit it out of there. That's going to right over top of Scurvy. Another Lawrence Tech trying to find it, but they keep it in their corner there, but that's a fine position for us, but it goes right down the side. Scurvy's going to get that turn. It's going to right down over mid. Once again, Gojo's going to have to go up for this. Gets the bang, but it goes right side. Scurvy going to go for it. We're going to see kind of a pass play. It goes for the bump. It looks like it got in. That's going to be in the net, baby.
Oh, baby. Life is a highway indeed, my friend. Let's take a look at this shot one more time. That was beautiful. That was just textbook example of a great shot on net. Good job to Scurvy.
Gojo going forward there scared the defender a little bit. It made him think that he's going to either get bumped or he's got to get out, so he opted to go up forward on the back side of the net there to try to get an underhanded play, but that isn't necessarily not necessarily, but it's sometimes a lot, or not sometimes. It is more difficult. I don't know what I'm trying to say right now because this high-octane gameplay is just going absolutely insane out here as it goes back to the back left corner. Spam zero boost, but that demo's going to give him more boost to work with now as it goes right down mid.
Gojo an amazing shot on mid, but unfortunately LTU is able to block that ball. You know, this ball is just going back and forth like ping pong. You know, they're getting this volley going.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to go over mid once again. We're going to see over the top of them, but they're able to get that defense. That's going to be Gojo following up. He gets their boost pads, and they're drained a little bit, but that's going to be perfectly fine for them as it goes right to Scurvy. They try to go for a play out here, but Spam is on it. Even without the boost, man, he can't get off this ball. That's going to go right to Gojo as he hits it right back down mid, but it goes to the side. He gets an unfortunate demo as the defender was trying to rotate back, and that's almost Spam is just out of his mind, baby.
Popping off. What an amazing shot.
He's just there, man.
He is in there. Absolutely surgical with that.
Absolutely surgical. Maybe we got to change his name.
I'm surging with excitement now.
I'm surging with excitement. Wow. Absolutely crazy. As it goes back to the back left corner, we see Spam now back on the ball, but he opts to leave it to get the boost for Skirby. But it goes right over top once again. This is 3-1 with 7 seconds left on the clock. And that's going to be a pinch to get it out of there. It goes up the left side. We're going to see Gojo trying to follow it over. 1 second left on. If we get one more score, this is going to keep our momentum up. And of course, we keep it going.
In with a 4-1 lead. And that makes it 1-1, if I'm not mistaken. And we're going to round 3.
Yeah. So we see it right there. Gojo getting the last shot, saying, nah, I'd win. Getting that shot in.
I'd win.
UMW, Megan in chat saying UMW killed it this game. They absolutely did, Megan. Thank you so much for being in chat.
Let's go, go, go. Let's go, Jojo.
Let's go, 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 Joe, as Sean said it.
All right, so, what do you guys say about that match? What are some of the things that are going through your mind?
I think moving into this game, I think we played it a lot better with our rotations. I think we were able to understand exactly who's doing what and everything a lot better. I think there was a couple of times, I think that especially that one goal that we had, we just weren't necessarily sure who exactly is going to go back for that, as well as who's going to go for it a couple times, a couple double commits. But this is game 2 out of 5, I believe. So we really, honestly, we have time kind of get that down going to the next one. A little bit of first game jitters, as I'm going to call that last game. Now this one, 4-1 lead. Absolutely crazy out here in the center.
That is very good momentum to have right at the moment.
Yeah, so we're going to go right here into the third game. If you remember, this is a best of 5, which means it's going to be a first 2-3, basically. So we're going right over top here. Let's go to the left side now. Gojo going for the boost, but Skirby just, oh, that could have been absolutely
very close shot on net.
detrimental.
But that's all right because we had Gojo and being able to push that ball over onto the LTU's side. Look at Skirby right now. I think trying to play back, playing defense, trying to get that demo.
Yeah, absolutely. He was able to ring around the Rosie, that attacker there on him. So we cannot get that boom there. But that's going to be one onto Lawrence Tech, and so we're going to be able to play it around there. They're down with their members, but their members able to get that respawn just in time to get it back onto our side of the field. So Skirby's up for it, makes it just a little
and then
bit.
Pass it right onto Gojo, and he gets a great shot on the net. Again, life is a highway. I have to agree.
It's going to be a 61 mile per hour goal. Do they call him Gojo because he's the strongest, or is he the strongest because he's Gojo? I'm not necessarily sure right now because he is playing absolutely out of his mind, and it gets passed right back over top, right to him as he's going to catch this ball, kind of trying to play it up the side, but gets the bump there. That's going to go right to Skirby. Skirby getting it out of there. He says, I don't want this in front of my net, but Lawrence Tech is not going to let him breathe as they hit it right back over, but Spam now going to be the one to follow it, tries to get the follow-up, not able to get fully around that, but instead it's going to be Gojo now once again, gets the bang, goes right over to Skirby. He's going to have to do something with it. Goes right side. Lawrence Tech still in possession, though, as it's going to go right over top. Gets the touch. Skirby catching it. Goes to the left side. Gets the boost as well. Actually, commentator's curse, he did not get the boost, but he gets it right there, baby. And Spam is right there.
It looks like it was an unfortunate double commit. I think Spam, was trying to get that ball in with Gojo, trying to snipe in it. I think if Spam would just lay it off a little bit, Gojo would have been able to get that ball right into that net.
Yeah, right.
That's all right.
A little bit of communication. I honestly heard the leaves coming out from our teammates here, but it was a little bit too late, baby. But it's gonna be okay because Gojo's right over top. Oh, that's a triple commit, but he hits backboard, and then teammates hit each other. That was an absolute scramble and a half, ladies and gentlemen. Let's watch this again.
Juggle fest of that ball. Everyone just whiffing it, hitting the top net, and it's unfortunately 3 cars colliding together to just guide it into that ball into the net.
Yeah, we see in chat, we see the Mama Spamify going with the claps. Let's give a round of applause to our gamers out here playing because they are playing out of their minds 1-1 with 3 minutes left on the clock, and that's going to be Gojo hitting it right over top with Spam being the one to hit it out. That's going to go right back to Gojo. Skirby hitting it up, going right down mid to them. Lawrence trying to play it around to keep it on the side, but Spam's going to be the one trying to get anywhere out of there, but he gets bumped to high heaven there as we try to follow it. Now Gojo goes right back mid. Skirby's gonna want hitting it over. This goes right down mid once again. Spam's gonna have to try to follow it up, but instead Skirby's gonna try to get it out. Spam hitting it down. Somebody's gonna have to follow that up.
But nobody has to. Spam gets it in. Round of applause.
Round of applause from Mama Spam.
amazing play.
Yeah, absolutely great.
They got the little bunny girl. It's like a little like victory emote.
Yeah, I wonder how Mama Spam feels about his bunny girl. Now we're gonna keep it going. That's the goal explosion. Production gave me a look. Now we keep it going. It's gonna be Scurvy taking the ball here, but just barely able to play it around that
net, being able to defend it. There's no one in front of the goal at the moment. Trying to get away, and we were successfully able to send it back towards Min. But LTU applying that pressure again, keeping it back towards our side. It looks like we have Spam trying to go for that ball. We have Scurvy heading back up into the air, back over to the left corner. We have Gojo just constantly defending that, that goal, just making sure, no, we don't want anything getting in here.
He's gonna right over top, right to Scurvy. He's gonna have to hit it in that corner. We don't want it in front of our net. They're doing that a lot better. But instead, he gets the bump onto him, goes right over top, backboard into net, baby. Let's see, watch this one more time, exactly what happened here. They just don't get to rotate. The shot was so fast, 64 miles per hour. That is faster than the car I used to drive could go. I drove a 1972 F100. And so that thing could not go actually that fast. 65 was probably the max before it shut down. Unlike these Rocket League cars, as we see out here with the nitrous boost. Now we're going to keep it going right in front of our net here. We're going to see Gojo trying to hit it over, but Lawrence Tech is going to hit it right over top now. Goes right down mid once again. They hit it up for that. Spam's going to be the one going for it, but he opts to leave it. He knows they're not going to be able to play it around it, but Lawrence Tech is going to hit that ball again. Gojo, an unlucky whiff, but Scurvy we know is there, able to play it around. That doesn't find its way into the net, however. That's going to be Lawrence Tech hitting it over top. That's going to hit right into the side, pinches over. That's fine for us, as Scurvy's going to follow away here now.
Doesn't look like there's anyone in front of that goal at the moment. LTU was just able to nick that ball away just in time. It looks like we have Spam positioning himself ready to pounce on that ball right when it's in front of that goal.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to go over to the side now, right back into the back there. That's going to be Scurvy trying to hit it up. Can't necessarily find it, but there's going to be Spam getting that catch, but it goes right to Gojo. That was almost the craziest fake of his life. Dude, Lawrence Tech faking that is absolutely nutty, man. The absolute reaction out here from Gojo, I guess he really did use his domain expansion to get that infinite distance, so he get that infinite reaction time to get that save. Now we see Gojo following it up through once again. We get that pinch to get the perfect pass, but Lawrence Tech reads it and is able to hit that right back out. We get the catch out here from Gojo, but it goes right to Spam. Good job. It goes right to Spam here.
Too far away. We was not able to capitalize it. That's all right. We had Gojo trying to go for that ball. Just cycling back, gain some boost, make sure he can get back in this action, to defend that goal.
Yeah, absolutely. Spam's going to try to play it around, but not fully able to get that bump on him that we wanted, but we get the boost for it, and he's going to have to play this around Gojo, but it gets hit right back to us. We're going to have to play this a little bit safer here. 5 seconds left on the clock. Honestly, we might have to play for overtime. We just want this ball out of our side of the field, and we see 1 second left. There's the overtime, baby. 2-2. We're going to see Spam going for that kickoff. We're going to see how exactly this goes. They get the touch. They get the second one. The Dominus getting it that bang out there to keep it on there. This is Scurvy right to Spam, but it hits right over him. But it's okay because we have that defender back with Gojo.
Yeah,
and we can't let them play it around. It goes right back up over the top. That's going to be Scurvy following it now. Goes right to the corner. Spam is up for it, but not getting the read. He thought they would go a little bit higher. We have to see Gojo turn. He gets the turn. That's going to go right to Scurvy. Scurvy hits it up
right down mid.
Oof. If that Lawrence Tech was not able to find that fast enough, that was going to be a score for UMW. But we get the demo, but that's going to go right to our side of the field anyway. Another one out here on the field, but Spam, the defense, is able to hit it around.
Demo going. Oh my god, it's like fireworks are popping off in the stadium right now. Looks like we have the POV of Scurvy now, trying to get away from that corner. Spam opting to go for the goal and able to successfully defend it. They're just constantly putting pressure on our goal. Yeah, but that's all right, because we're able to send it back on over to their side of the field with Scurvy, getting ready to position himself for, I believe, Gojo, be able to shoot this shot right into the goal.
Yeah, that's going to be, there it is. Gojo taking that shot over there, but doesn't able to get it mid fast enough for anybody else on the field. But that's going to be Scurvy going for the shot. Another defender out here, another demo. And that's going to be the shot on goal, but not able to find it. That was so fast. Lawrence Tech, however, was just that bit faster to get that shot out of there. This be Scurvy with the beautiful pass, man. He's known for it, but there's nobody there. Spam just
top bar into defender. Gojo trying to hit it, unfortunately missing. Scurvy, trying to send it back over on the other side. LTU scrambling to just get that ball away from the net. We are constantly applying that pressure.
Yeah, UMW has to take their second to breathe, and that is exactly why, because we're leaving things open by being that too aggressive. We're playing them for scramble, but that makes us scramble as well, and they just need that one lucky shot from cross field to get that in. And that's going to be game 3 to Lawrence Tech University. However, it is still 2-1, so it means we're going to at least a game 5.
That was an amazing game to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. It was great.
I do believe at the very end, us three just while it was working out in the start, us three just cycling a shot on the net over and over and over again. And LTU was just able, and they were able to just get that ball straight towards our side.
Yeah.
It was completely open net. And just unfortunately, they're going to win that overtime bout. But that's all right because we're going into game 4.
Yeah, absolutely. The communication's looking good. The rotations are looking fine. It's really those very heated scrambles that it looks like UMW is kind of struggling with recently, which is we're getting kind of put into quite a bit of those. However, every single time that we have actual sort of advantage and disadvantage on the field here, we're playing exactly like how we should be. It's just those couple of times where we're not necessarily sure what should be going on that we really get scored on there. That's going to be Scurvy now trying to follow this ball. Not enough boost for it. Gets the bump, however, but they're still able to play it around. But that's going to go right to Gojo. 14 boost. Spam is up for it. Gets the beautiful touch to top right corner. And that's just how he is, man. Spam is always able to find those just surgical precision shots that he needs to get those balls
Just
in.
like that. I believe he was only able to do that due to the Octane.
Yeah. It's probably the Octane switch, man. I don't necessarily know if he would have been feeling like that if he had the Fennec. Now, once again, it is the same hitbox, but just every single time I've ever seen Spam use the Octane, he always just is that much more precise. Now with the Fennec, he usually seems to actually get that power. He goes for a lot more bang shots. He goes for a lot more cross fielders. However, though, when he has the Octane, he just has that much better movement. I think it's just you can see more of the screen.
Just
like
that. Unfortunate.
It's played around, and that's going to go right down the side. Now Spam is there once again. He gets it right back, pinching up top. Gojo faking for the ball there. That's going to go for Scurvy, and he goes right back over the side. Now, we have the defense just a little bit open here, but Gojo, as always, is there to get it out. And now we see the boost follow-up here. We go all the way back to back right corner. We're going to have to play this around for somebody, but just not fully able to find it. He falls back down. That's going to be Scurvy. He's going up for it. He hits it back into their corner. That's going to be all right for Lawrence Tech as they hit it all the way back to our side of the field. Just trying to play it fast, but Spam actually was right there. The 2 yellow cars kind of messed with my head real quick. He plays it around. Gojo being able to jump over their defender, but he's still getting bumped out here. They're playing that absolute aggression on him, man.
They're trying to keep him away from that ball, and that's probably just...
But there it is. If you know they're playing that all-time aggressiveness, they're not going to have another defender on the side. And Scurvy and Spam realize that to pass it right over to each other. It's Scurvy just running it through him, man.
Straight in there. 93 miles an hour.
93.
That is a very fast ball.
Absolutely. Now we're going to keep that pressure on, hopefully, and keep that speed up as we see Scurvy now following through with this ball. He's going to hit it right over, but that's going to be Lawrence able to find that shot there. Almost a little bit unlucky. Oof. If that Lawrence Tech member did not miss that ball, that would have been right into our net. That probably would have been a goal for them, but it's okay because it goes right over top. That's going to go right to lookingly Spam as he follows it up off the wall. No, he opts for the boost. That's be Scurvy now going for it. Goes right side, gets right into their corner. We got to get it out of that corner, and it goes right to Spam once again. Not necessarily able to play it up because he had 3 guys on him. And instead, it's going to go right up to back left side. That's going to go right over top. A perfect pass, but just Lawrence Tech is there. That was faster. Spam being able to recognize that absolutely great, but instead, it's going to go right over down mid. Scurvy trying to get it fast to play it over them, but it's not able to fully get that bang. That's going to be Lawrence Tech to pass it now back to mid over on the side. They got to get it out of here. Gojo goes up for it, and that's going to go right down to mid for Scurvy.
And back over to Spam, see if he's able to capitalize on it. Unfortunately, he was not able to, and LTU is ending and back on over to our side. Gojo being defendant, sending it back over to LTU's goal. And then Scurvy getting up into the air, and unfortunately, LTU was just able to defend that shot on net. Gojo constantly putting that ball back on over to their side, just making sure that it does not, ever touch our side of the grass.
Yeah, absolutely. Goes right back, hits their mid backboard. That's going to go over top. Weird bump for them, but that's fine as it goes right down the middle. And we see Scurvy is there for it. Absolutely defensive demon out there with Scurvy, as well as Gojo getting another save on the board. It's still up mid, though. We got to get it out. Scurvy, he's just there, man. He's not letting them breathe with this defense. Now it goes right over top. We gotta get this out of our net once again. Just kind of keeps bouncing back. We can't get it out of there, but it's gonna be fine as we see Scurvy trying to go up for it. He gets down mid. We're gonna follow it up with Gojo. Gets it back on their side. Doesn't get the catch because we are playing dominance, so you're just not tall enough for it. But it's gonna go right over here to Scurvy. But we were playing it with 0 boost, which is fine. Spam's gonna be one following it through. We get there. Big boost pad goes over the top. That's going to go right to Scurvy. We're going to have to get that catch, and there's the catch we do get. But we see Gojo just not able to fully read the ball, but it's fine because Scurvy's able to bang it out. There's going to be Spam following it through, goes bouncing over them. We got to follow this up, but this is nobody that can as it goes right over our defense. It goes right down mid once again. And we see, who is that up for? I believe that is Spam.
Spam being over there just, like on the right side of the field, sending the ball that Scurvy sent over to him. You know, now Scurvy playing defense on that, not defense, offense on that goal.
Yeah, absolutely. It goes right over to Gojo. Gojo hitting it up. That is looking like an open net as Gojo's able to get it right in there, baby.
3-0 lead with 20 seconds left. Now, I will say looking very confident for University of Mary Washington. However, I've said before in previous matches, and I will say again, this is still anyone's game.
Yeah, this can still be their game if they get 3 kind of lucky kickoff goals. But it is looking to be UMW might be able to take it away. But that's going to go right over top of them. And who is that? That's going to be Gojo with another save on the board.
Looks like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yep.
Now the goal is just to ground that ball. And you know what?
There
it looks like LTU was able to do that. And now that is 2-2. And we are going into the final round.
Game 5. Ladies and gentlemen and Rocket League fans, this is a Game 5 scenario with UMW versus Lawrence Tech University. Now, we're looking at this game. I'm having a wonderful time out here. Who exactly on this board do you want to see score the absolute zaniest goal of your life?
You know, I've been seeing Spam really pop off with these goals recently. I want to see a good Gojo goal, though. I want to see him use his infinite domain and, you know, just like infinity that ball into the goal.
No, absolutely. Now, I do want to point out, I don't know what distance the infinite domain Gojo is putting between him and the server router right now, but it's looking like he has 212 ping. And so I don't know why that is, as we are all in the same building. But
that's very interesting.
It's very strange. So just to put that out there, very, very, very strange.
It looks like we're going up that 120. You know, it's a little bit better. Back to 32. And looks like it's going to be settling down.
Yeah, settling down just a little bit. And hopefully we are settling down going into Game 5. Getting those Game 5 jitters out. Round 1 jitters already gone, as we saw from that Game 2 and Game 4. But we got to keep that pressure on. We got to keep that speed up if we're going to keep it going. We can't get tired here in a Game 5 scenario. That's going to go right over the side. Now we see Gojo kind of going for it. It goes right over top to him.
Spam getting a demo.
Up. Yeah, Spam getting an absolutely crazy demo there. That could have been an absolutely amazing goal for us. But we weren't able to get it around their other defenders fast enough. Scurvy's going to go up for that there. That's going to kind of leave our net a little bit open there. Spam opting for the good play. Kind of going for the boost pad, going wide just in case that he has to cut in mid for it. And that's going to go right over top there. Spam going for the other boost on the back right side. But they're going to be able to play that faster. But it looks right to go to Gojo. And that's almost a goal right there off rip. But we couldn't get it around that last defender. That's going to be Scurvy passing to somebody.
And Spam, unfortunately, does not get the right angle. Shooting it a little too far to the left. That's all right because we have Gojo coming back, you know, sending that ball towards the corner in hopes that one of his teammates are able to capitalize on that shot. Yeah. Scurvy trying to go for it, but unfortunately just kind of puts it into the side, and it goes back on over to our side of the field.
Yeah, absolutely. We see Gojo slamming it down out of their way, but he wasn't able to get that second touch to really get it out of there. That's going to be Scurvy passing it over the left side to get it out of our net area. And that's going to be Spam now getting that ball, getting it out. He has no boost, though. He's going to have to go for boost pad, which lets Lawrence Tech get there just that bit faster. That's going to be Scurvy trying to find any sort of thing out. Ooh, but it just hits backboard. I said it time and time again. Backboard is the best defender in the game, but maybe it's Skirby with that save.
That ball was almost in. If it was just like 2 inches further, I think that would have been a goal by LTU.
Yeah, absolutely, but we gotta keep it going, and Spam goes right over top, gets it right over top of him. That's gonna be Gojo trying to follow it through. Spam getting the absolute bang on that Lawrence Tech member. They just weren't seeing it coming. We keep that pressure on. Here we get it back to back right side, but not getting finding any sort of pressure there. And instead it goes right back to Lawrence Tech. They're able to keep that possession, but instead it goes right back to us. They hit it over, almost looking like a same scenario out there.
Skirby not having enough boost to get up into the air and launching it into the goal, but that's already looks like we have Spam at 90 boost at the moment, so I think he's gonna be able to do anything with that.
Oh, Gojo is able to do something with it.
Straight in there. Let's take a look at this shot again. It looks like it's going to hit the top of the top left side, and Gojo is going to be able to weave between all 3 of LTU's members and get a shot on net. Yeah. Beautifully played.
Absolutely wonderful. That's going to be Spam's kickoff here. We see it followed through.
And Gojo
Gojo just played it right to us.
But it goes out to Skirby, and he gets a kick-off goal.
Yeah, Skirby's able to play it around. That's just one of those little bit dominant, like, kind of instances that you're just not too ready for. So Dominus, the way it's shaped, because it's that small rectangle, it's so much easier to pop it up a lot higher. I'm mainly saying this because Dominus used to be my favorite car in the game, and now is probably the Octane. But the Dominus used to be it. But we don't even need to talk about favorite cars. The Spam out here on the Octane is already making it my favorite car once again, seeing that shot.
The beautiful shot, and then you get to see the little bunny girl for a 3rd time.
Great 3rd time, as we see both Spam and Gojo, I believe, using it now. That's gonna go right over top there. That's gonna be right to Skirby, and he hits it right down. It's a save from Lawrence Tech, but that's fine as we see Gojo trying to catch it, but it's not fully able to find that catch. But it's okay because we go back to right side. Spam's gonna be one controlling this ball,
onto
and
they're
gonna let it in as we see Spam emoting
in real life. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that is 4 goals in less than 20 seconds.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, maybe 30.
Yeah, that's absolutely great. Now we saw Gojo there, and Gojo just kind of left it. Just let Spam have his goal there. Absolutely wonderful sportsmanship. We love seeing that.
The dominant kickoff with Gojo, saying it often send it into the corner. So we're playing towards mid.
Oh, but Spam gets that save.
Amazing save. Making sure that that ball does not go into our net.
Yeah, it's going to get pinched out of there. We kind of don't want that there, but Gojo, of course, is right there to bang it even more out. Because if you get catch mid, that's so scary from a defensive perspective. That's going to go right there, back right. Once again, a little bit of a team bump there. Kind of unfortunate. That's just how it goes sometimes. It goes right over him as we Gojo absolutely banging it out of there. That's going to be Spam trying to follow up once again with the ball, but we can't fully get there. That's going to be Skirby. It hits it down, and it goes right over top of him. We're trying to find anywhere to find this ball in, and that's going to be Skirby hitting it back mid for somebody, but nobody is there. But it's fine because it's still on their side of the field.
A shot going towards the left side of the field at the moment. Looks like it's going to be playing for Skirby. Unfortunately, not able to jump onto the side and hit the ball, but that's all right. We have Gojo sending it back over towards the left back side of LTU's goal.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to get hit right back to Skirby. They tried to play it over him, but Skirby is just too fast, able to hit it right back to their 100%. Side of the field. That's going to be Lawrence Tech. Skirby opts for the back a little bit, playing a little bit more defensive, and that is why he's able to get that out of there. But that's going to be a demo now on to Spam, but it's all right because Gojo was there for the defense. And we see Skirby hitting it right back over top again. That's going to be Gojo opting for it with a little bit more boost so that Skirby can try to play it, but it doesn't
Gojo
matter because the net is open.
I believe that was that a triple commit made by LTU because I did not see any one of them like near the goal.
Yeah, that right there, we saw LTU kind of going a little bit more forward for it. He should have been playing a little bit more left side just in case they got that 50 to go into the net, but he opted for the right side, probably so that he could get that right side boost just that little bit faster, and that was the biggest mistake as it went right into their net. Now we see here it's going to go right over top of them, and that is going to be Spam trying to get it out of their side, but not fully able to find it. That's going to be Gojo getting that hit to absolutely bang it out. That's a demo there, but Gojo is right there, so it does not matter. And that's going to be Scurvy with the respawn to get it right back to their side of the field again. That's going to be a beautiful catch out there from LTU, but it doesn't matter as Spam's going to play it back to his teammate Scurvy.
And then sending it to the side.
Yeah, absolutely. Scurvy taking it to the side, trying to probably either get like a pinch or sort of catch to get it out of there. That's going to be LTU playing it just a little bit. Unfortunately, Spam hitting it just over to the side, not opting for the goal. Just to kind of play it around them to kind of end out the timer here. And that's going to be Scurvy and Spam trying to get that last net, but they just couldn't find it. Life is a highway, and this game was absolutely breathing life into these players as we see it 3-2, the Game 5 decider. That is UMW to be able to take away this match. Winner, UMW Esports.
Wow, that was an amazing match. Amazing, like 5 rounds. It was back and forth and back and forth. You know,
yeah.
It's like I don't know what to say. I mean, what are your thoughts on it?
I mean, honestly, I just thought it was really good. I thought a lot of the time we were really able to just play things a lot faster than we were used to. I saw the communication, the absolutely player synergy coming out a lot more. I think there was a couple of times we kind of did just get a little bit too like in our own heads about things, where it was just kind of like the big scramble. We're not necessarily sure what we should do, but we were really able to bring that down for this next game. We didn't let those scrambles happen, which let us play our game a lot more. You love to see it out there from UMW, and for I think the last time probably until this next stream, because I believe we are coming back at 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock for another match. We're going to have UMW Navy, if I'm not saying it, in the Mace bracket against Penn West.
Yeah, so UMW Navy against Penn West out there. And so for the last time for me casting, because I have to go for this next stream, but instead we see Meg Begs 00 or Megan out here doing a Get Dirty, Go Wash, and going right into those sponsors for Sporting Next Level. Make sure to absolutely check them out sometimes. They really are bringing that next level in this competition, as we saw from this game. What was that? I believe a 5-0, I think, for that last game.
Mistaken. They really made a pit stop there before their next game. Like, hey, listen, we need to step it up. And they're like, we got you.
Yeah. Now, same thing. It was looking like, I don't want to say anything too much, but it was looking like LTU was getting a little bit tired. Maybe they should check out some help for that at Colonial Internal Medicine Associates. Just if you're ever feeling a little bit under the weather, make sure to check them out. And another thing you should check out is the Fredericksburg Nats, our partner for the Super Smash Bros. High School Showcase. I said that again, Super Smash Bros. High School Showcase with the Fredericksburg Nats at the Fred Nats Stadium. Make sure to check it out March 2nd.
March 2nd. Well, you know, we will see you guys, or at least I will see you guys, in about 15 minutes for the next match, next Rocket League match. But yeah, you're going to be signing off, huh?
I will be signing off. I do have to go play my Overwatch practice, which hopefully you do check into tomorrow. However, we will see you back again in 15 minutes for Rocket League versus Penn West in our Mace game.
Take care, y'all.
See you next time.